Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Lorena and thank you so much for clicking on my video. This video will be my labor story, video. Anyways, let me start with the video and then later I'll show y'all him. So yeah, today he's now 6 weeks old. So I'm telling y'all I'm way behind on these videos and y'all are way behind on keeping up with my life because yeah. Anyways, all right, we went to the doctor, my last appointment, like, you know, she checked me and whatnot, and that appointment I was now 1 centimeters, I want to believe I was, if I remember correctly. But when we were walking out, like her helper lady came to us and she said, okay, February, she didn't say it like this. At first she got us confused how she told us, but after the fact, February 25th, that was a Monday, we had to be at the hospital at 11:50, which by midnight, that's when we can start all our stuff. Well, we go to the hospital and then we show up at right at 11:50 because we live right next to the dang hospital. And I didn't eat anything. You know, you can't eat nothing if you're a new mother. Which luckily I had friends that were pregnant like around the time I was, so we were a little bit close into due dates, I guess you can say. And you know, one of them said, eat a good meal. Like her doctor had her go eat breakfast. One of them go eat breakfast like early in the morning before she went in. And, you know, she told me, you know, get an enema and, you know, all this stuff. But we got there and the ladies pretty much said, well, we can't really, you can put your stuff in the room, but we can't really start anything until midnight. So if y'all want, go to the cafeteria. And they recommend me to eat food since we didn't know how long my labor would be, or how long I would be in labor. So yeah, we went down to the cafeteria, we ate. Then I was getting so anxious, like I wanted to go back up right at midnight to get everything started. But you know, Christopher calmed me down a little and we took our time going. And we made it up there, got in my room, and that's when the whole process, like registering or whatever you can say, started. I'd say at 12:30 we began the process. She gave me a pill, and this pill, because I was not dilated like at all, pretty much. I think at that time I was close to a 2, but it was like a tight 2. Like it wasn't like a, you know, whatever, however they do the stuff. But so I took this pill, and the pill helps to thin out everything down there and get me to dilate. And pretty much I was on that, I'd say, until the next time she was supposed to give me the pill was around 5:36, I want to say. But she ended up holding off because my contractions, I didn't feel them, like they weren't as bad as what I'm about to get into. Like they were more like cramping, and then I'd have some that were like major. But the reason why she decided to wait on giving me the another pill and to contact my doctor was because my contractions were so back to back. They weren't having time to like end before they got into the next contraction. So that was stressing out Milo, and they didn't want to stress him out even further. So we stopped. My doctor ended up saying, you know, no, stop, you know, don't give me the next pill. And even by that time, I was not dilated at all. My doctor came in. She checked me, saw how I wasn't dilated really. She broke my water at 8, I want to say. And I had so much fluid. Like, I can see why I was so dang big, because not only he was in me, because he was a big baby, okay, but she said I had so much fluid. Like, it took, oh my gosh, it took forever for all my fluid in there in the sac to come out. And so after she did that though, my contractions were hurting. Like, they were hurting. They were getting to me like bad. And going into this pregnancy, I did not want to have an epidural. You know, I wanted to try and have him natural with no medicine and like that especially. But I kept telling Chris, you know, because my friend texted me and she was like, if you end up going with epidural, you might want to tell him sooner than later, because it takes him about an hour to get back to like the baby area to put it in you, and you know, this and that. And I was telling Chris that, and I was like, oh my gosh, should I get the epidural? I don't want to wait that long, and they're already hurting me. And I was still kind of like second guessing myself, like, no, I should just try and go through with it, or at least get far as I could without it. But my nurse, my lovely nurse at the time, like all my nurses I had in the labor and delivery part were so nice, but she came in and she was like, the guy giving the epidurals, he's on our floor right now. He asked if you would want to have yours done so he can go ahead and just give it to you now. And I looked at Chris, and Chris like laughed and said, we were just talking about that. And I told her yes, I would. And I told Chris, I took that as a sign, because I'm already in pain. I should just get it done and over with. And when she went in there, it was like 9:30, about to be 10, whatever. That, y'all, I felt like getting the needle in my arm, my hand, or yeah, my arm. I don't even remember, like it. Yeah, my arm. I thought that was the worst. But the epidural, oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was the worst. And I'm fine with like needles and shots, and like I have tattoos and everything, but that was horrible. It was just so uncomfortable how they just have you slump over your stomach. And I feel bad because I felt like I was squishing him, everything, and it just was so uncomfortable. And because I had so much fluid in me, the more like I would like the nurse was in front of me and they had Chris sitting down, but like the more she was like helping me try to get not so tense, which it wasn't helping at all. But she was just trying to help me like to get to the position that he wanted me to be in. I could feel like the fluid just come out more and more, and I was just so uncomfortable, and it hurt so bad. Luckily I got that out of the way and taken care of. The epidural was amazing. It helped so much. Let's see. And then about 1, they checked me. I was probably now a 3, a type 4. I was so bummed, y'all. I was so bummed. Like in my head, like I was walking a lot, on that ball a lot, and I was trying so much stuff to try and get dilated fast, and none of it worked. None of it worked. So when she told me that, I was bummed. I wanted him to come like that morning. Well, yeah, that did not happen at all. They kept checking me and checking me. I slowly got there. That Tuesday, February 26th, I'd say it was probably 9 9:30. My doctor said, okay, we can start setting up everything. And she said she's going to show you practice pushes and we'll be delivering him soon. I was like, yes, about time. Like at that point I was kind of anxious, but I was just more over it. Like I wanted him to be out of me and I wanted to meet him. Like, you know, it was just like, come on already. I waited this long and then I had to wait even longer. So yeah, the other nurse started coming in, setting up everything. Then that's when the nurse, you know, put my legs up. They separated like the bed I was on. It separated, like I was up all the way up here. I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know, the bed separated, okay? I was like higher in the air and the other people, you know, were in there. Well, at first it was just me, Chris, and that nurse. And she was like, okay, you know, I'm going to tell you when to push. I'm going to count to 10 and then take a deep breath, then push again. And then stop because of the contraction. And then we did that over and over. And, you know, at first I thought it was just practice. But then, you know, she started like, you know, messing with me in there. And she was like, oh, the head, you know, his head's getting closer. It's getting closer. And I'm just over here like, I'm thinking to myself, am I still practicing or is it like we're going into labor, okay? But, or delivering him anyways, I don't know. But yeah, that's when I realized like, oh crap, this is happening. Let me just push him on out so I can meet him already. But I kept pushing. Oh my Lord, y'all. Me and Chris kept going back and forth. Like, oh, when do you think he's gonna get here? I was like, at first Chris said 11 or midnight and I said 11. And then Chris said, I think he's going to come now at around 1 in the morning, which that'll be Wednesday, February 27th. He finally arrived at 1:02 in the morning. He was 8 pounds and 2 ounces and 22 inches long. Okay. He was so handsome. He was so cute. He had chubby, his cheeks were so chubby compared to like how they are now. But yeah, and unfortunately when they took him out, what I remember from it was like my doctor, or was it my doctor? I don't even know. Like they put him on me, you know, I was like so happy, and then a wave hit me like so hard. And I look at Chris and I kind of thought like, oh, I know Chris is gonna cry. Like I want to see, because Chris never cries in front of me, and I wanted to see him cry. That sounds horrible, but he wasn't. He looked more scared. He looked happy, but his face, I could tell he was scared. That's when I realized, like I look up and there's like where the light can turn on, they had that light off so I can see through like the glass what's going on down there, which, you know, I saw his head and all that come out. But that's when I realized how much blood was coming out of me. And my doctor pulled out my placenta and she said it's really hot, like it's hot, like your placenta is really hot. And I started like shaking. I got cold, like I got hot, cold, hot, like it was crazy. And I had such bad pain on my lower back, like legit bad, like it was hurt. Like I didn't want to stay still for her to be down there to try and put sponges in me and try and absorb all the blood that was coming out, because I was just in so much pain. And they went ahead and put the shots in me, in my thighs, for when you do have a hemorrhage. And what I had was what I had was a postpartum hemorrhage. It was scary. It was really scary. I just remember like that happening. I don't remember them taking Milo off of me, but I remember, like, you know, the doctor telling Chris, one of the nurses saying, like, you know, he can go see Milo, and he's like, no, I'm fine. I was like, no, go see him, you know, like saying, like, take pictures or whatever. But he didn't even last that long with Milo. He wanted to come back with me. That's when the bleeding would not stop, so I had to get a balloon inserted in me, which sucked. But yeah, I'm fine now. I don't really want to have this video go that long, but I'll show y'all him. He's sleeping right now. We just got done from our walk, and I just wanted to film this real quick. This is my baby boy. Like, look how long he is. Like, hello. He's so cute though. Well, I'm his mom, so I would say that. But he looks so grumpy. Like the... But yeah. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know your experience, or if you have ever had a hemorrhage or a postpartum hemorrhage or anything like that. It sucks. It does. But yeah. I hope y'all have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. Please remember to spread love and positivity, because that is what we need in this world right now. And just thank y'all so much, and see y'all in the next one. Bye.